Thomas, what's up?
Thomas.
Yeah, what we got going on with the party of censorship, man?
I don't know.
What do
I'm
you
not a
mean?
Republican.
No, I'm talking about the Democrat Party.
You
You
Mark
be some
can't be
sort.
Zuckerberg
talking
said
about
it all.
us. You
Mark
cannot be
Zuckerberg is
talking
not the
about us.
Democratic Party.
What did Mark
No, I'm
Zuckerberg
saying
say?
the Biden administration said that, well, they were pressuring Mark Zuckerberg to,
They actually weren't in the White House at that time, so technically no.
That was his
it
campaign.
was the Biden administration, though.
What did the Biden campaign try and take down off Facebook?
Regarding the, was it Hunter Biden laptop information? They were saying that it was a
They were posting.
misinformation from Russia, which was confirmed it was a lie from the FBI, though.
Who told Mark
They
Zuckerberg
confirmed, though.
this? So Mark Zuckerberg. Who told Mark Zuckerberg
That's not
this?
on the report, though.
It was the FBI told Mark Zuckerberg this, which was ran by whom at the
Yeah,
time?
but then they confirmed it was a lie, though.
Really quick, which was ran by whom, by the way? Christopher Wray, who is a what appointee? A Trump appointee under the Trump administration.
Oh,
He just
don't run now.
Baby, come back. Oh shit,
There
there he
you
went.
are.
The train engine came back. Come on, Thomas.
Don't self-censor yourself.
Yeah, we're not trying to censor you.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
What about Tulsi Gabbard?
What
on the
about? What
terror?
about? What
I
about? What
don't
about?
need to what about
What
anything.
About?
You're
You don't want
saying
to address
that
I'm seeing
the
a lot,
that the
lot of censorship
government
going on.
you're saying that the government
censorship.
went to Facebook, which I remember the story and Mark Zuckerberg telling it, and it was the feds that was ran by Christopher Wray under the Trump administration. Is
No,
it
it was under the
censorship to
Biden
try and
administration, though.
steal? Is it censorship to try and steal an election and take away 81 million votes?
No, we're talking about the content, though.
Why?
Censoring the content.
What's being censored?
Supposed to be about the COVID stuff and all that, and the Hunter Biden laptop and stuff like that.
The Hunter
That was
Biden
confirmed. It
laptop
was under
story
the
when
Biden
it came out.
administration.
So here's a fun fact for you: the Hunter Biden because I followed it closely. The Hunter Biden laptop story when it first came out. The reason that it was redacted and it was called to be Russian disinformation was because the people that wrote the story didn't want their names on it because they didn't believe it either. Because the whole story didn't make any sense. Because that laptop was handed off by Rudy Giuliani to a guy in a computer store, and that guy in that computer store had to make up lies to make his story make sense. He couldn't just say Rudy Giuliani gave it to me. So they tracked it down and said, nope, this is bullshit. Rudy Giuliani had that laptop for a while. That's why. That whole story was just fucking bullshit. Sure, the thing existed, but it's suspect. And I know that's what journalism is. You guys are saying that you should be suspect of the media. And then when this story comes out that is overtly suspect, that means like really suspect. You guys don't give a shit. You just run with it. Like even for stuff that helps me, there's stuff that Jaden can attest to this because in the mod chat when we're talking about stories, there's
We
lots
vet
of
those
times
pretty
like
thoroughly.
I'm not running it. I'm not touching
Yeah.
it. I've told them that multiple times. I'm not touching the story. Donald Trump freezing from the teleprompter. There was another one about Baron Trump and him doing things to small animals. I could have ran with that and just been like, this is what people are saying. I looked at the story, I went over it, and it just seemed like complete bullshit. I'm not going to run with that. But according to your guys' logic, no matter how flawed the information is, I should have. Right?
Well, there's that censorship at work.
He said so. This is self-censorship.
It's so bad he's doing it himself now.
I think he tried to
Thomas.
leave, and he put us in his pocket.
We're waiting for you, Thomas.
I got a pocket full of my dude.
Oh, wow.
Why does Thomas look like he's calling in from prison, by the way? He's got like an orange jumpsuit on.
Yeah, let's take a look at his picture. He looks like a bad casting of a live-action Homer.
So you think Kamala
Oh, there you
Harris
are.
is fit? You think Kamala Harris is fit for the presidency?
Kamala. Were you
I think
tuned
that
in during the
Donald
last
Trump
conversation?
is not.
Kamala, right? Yeah,
I'm
because
aware,
we know
Trixie.
Trump.
I'm aware.
We know Trump. We know Trump isn't fit for the presidency because of
One day
January
you'll
6th.
understand why I said everything the way I said. Trixie, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, we know Trump is not fit for the presidency because of January 6th, though.
There's more than that.
I mean, it's more than that, but yeah, I would say that. I would say the fact that he has no moral, he's morally bankrupt. He doesn't have any ethical standards. He's just a criminal and a con man. And among other things, he is the worst. There's no redeeming qualities about this guy. None. None.
Yeah, I heard about the case on Florida. It got dismissed.
Nope.
That was like the
Coming back.
Mar-a-Lago.
Already got refiled. Got refiled with the 11th Circuit, and it's going to be coming back.
They said it got dismissed though.
It got
I think it was
dismissed
like
by Eileen Cannon, who's a Trump supporting judge. I've been following it for a long time. I know what's going on. The 11th Circuit has admonished her multiple different times, even publicly told her to remove herself from the case because she was a detriment. The 11th Circuit, her bosses, told her to remove herself from the case publicly.
So if it got dismissed, it can't go back on.
Nope, it can. Got dismissed without prejudice. Meaning it can come back.
Without prejudice means it could be reintroduced. Like the charge that was dropped in Georgia, without prejudice, they can reintroduce that one as well.
Under what circumstance though? Because since it got dismissed, it's supposed to be like void, right?
No, it was dismissed without prejudice, meaning it can come back.
Oh, without prejudice?
Yeah, it means it can come back.
So when is it going to come back though?
It is up in the 11th Circuit, and they will be coming back into session here shortly. Oh, he's thinking of double jeopardy. No, if it goes through appeals, double jeopardy does not apply. Double jeopardy has to do with acquittals or with the jury finding a verdict. A person can't be charged for the same crime twice. But if it goes to appeal, you waive double jeopardy rights.
What about the one in New York? I did hear it was convicted, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Judge today actually denied hearing the case in federal court. It's going to be denied suspending sentencing. So if Juan Marchand wants it to happen, then that's when the sentencing is going to happen.
I heard they were going to try to appeal it or something.
He has.
There's no grounds
dozens
to
of
appeal.
times. He's appealed dozens of times on this case and lost almost all of them.
Yeah, I don't think he has a shot at that though. The one in New York.
Shot at what?
At the one in New York, he doesn't have a shot at it. I don't think.
Yeah, the judge today intervened on that, rejected his appeal. Judge Hellerstein.
Yeah, even with the best lawyers in the country, there's no way of getting out of that. Because it was a total of what, 34 exact, I think, if I'm right. 34 counts.
I'm confused. Are you voting for this guy?
I'm not voting for either though, because I think this is my personal opinion though. I don't think Kamala Harris is smart enough to be president. And
really?
The other guy's crazy. That stuff.
What? Kamala
She's
Harris, the former
attorney general,
attorney of San Francisco, the former attorney general of California, the former senator, the current VP.
I'm talking.
She's not smart enough.
We're talking about commander in chief and stuff like that. She's never had experience in that field.
And fucking Bing Bong, Bing Bong, fucking Bing Bong. He's the guy. What? And he was fine. You called Trump crazy. You didn't call him dumb. Donald Trump's not bright. Bing Bong.
He's definitely not right though.
Yeah, he's not smart, but you didn't use that adjective for him.
But neither is Kamala for.
Kamala, she at least knows how to pronounce her name.
Kamala.
What if she said that's as bad as windmills kill whales and people get abortions after birth? I thought so. All right. Well,
I'm gonna
can we
be
move
honest
on?
with you.
You know who will
Kamala,
make a better
listen.
commander in chief? Tulsi Gabbard,
I didn't
probably.
ask. No, she
No,
wouldn't.
no, Tulsi Gabbard's not of
When it comes to
particular
commander in chief,
intelligence.
I mean, because she
No,
has a
No,
she's
shield.
not.
I
No,
prefer
listen.
presidents that don't secretly meet with Bashar al-Assad.
Right, she's not particular intelligence. Just not. And to be
For
honest with
commander
you,
in chief,
even when she was a Bernie supporter, I never thought she was that bright. I was just like, okay, well, we have a senator or congresswoman that's going to be on her side, but I never thought of her as particularly intelligent. So,
All right, can we move on?
all right, cool.